What's going on, friends? Zach here. It's Saturday in northern New Mexico. It's the late part of October. There are some garage sales out today, so I'm trying to get as much of my fill for those as I can before the season completely goes kaput, which we're on the verge of here at the base of the Rocky Mountains. So I'm gonna jump out. I'm right outside of a garage sale right now. So I'm outside of a wealthier, well-known family here in my area's house. They had a pretty big garage sale last year, so maybe I'll find something cool.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me just start a thing. Okay, so you got what? So we got 10 for the Halloween hardware.
All right, a bunch of good button-up shirt brands. Super stoked to find all these. I think they're doing $1 a piece. So just totally cleaned house. I got 2 bags full of great clothing. I got a pair of vintage LL Bean snow pants, got a Dickies jacket, not worth a whole lot, but the big score was I got this Harley Davidson leather jacket for $30. It definitely has some distress, it's scuffed up, but all of this combined, $44. Super stoked. I'm actually gonna go back over there and see if I can't spend the last 20 something bucks in my pocket, just because when you can find a good stop that's got a lot of stuff, dig deep, people. All right, second run, not as successful, but I think I had fleeced most of the good stuff on the first run. $2, $1 for this Cowboy Hardware Kids Serape hoodie, and it's got new tags on it, and then a couple dollars for this Kawasaki puffer. So super stoked about that. $49 or $48 spent. Got a ton of stuff. Super stoked about that. A lot of high quality goods, and definitely stoked about getting the Harley Davidson jacket for 30 bucks. All right, Pro Snap Carhartt for $1. And this Fox Racing denim jacket, also $1. Super beautiful piece of art. Absolutely fantastic day out sourcing. Just a handful of garage sales. I don't think I went to more than 5 or 6 of them. Don't believe I spent more than 60 bucks. Got some good numbers. Got some items to throw in the spring death pile. I also got a handful of jackets that I can list for this current winter. So let's go inside and I'll share with you the haul. Here's the breakdown and my haul for you. I sourced 21 items today for a total of $56. When I break that down, my average buy-in cost was $2.66. So I'm super good with that, especially because I got several jackets in this haul. Gonna go ahead and just share quickly with you all the things I bought. These Montana West women's sandals at that garage sale where I sourced several armloads of stuff for like 44 bucks, and then I went back and bought a few more things for $5, I believe. These I think I gave like a little over $1 for. Once you average everything in, I should be able to sell these for probably mid-20s when the summer comes back around. Montana West, not the strongest brand, but I have sold a couple purses of theirs and several adorned, blinged out pairs of sandals just like this. So I knew if I could get them for the right price, it would be worth the investment. Now here's a bread and butter for you. This pair of women's hiking pants will need wash, but they're Columbia. They are from the Omni Shade line. So be looking for the Omni Shade and Omni Heat Columbia line. Those are the ones that you'll make more money off of. I don't make a ton off of Columbia, but it sells for me, so it's definitely bread and butter. Now this pair of snow pants are some LL Bean. I believe they're vintage, if I remember right. They look like they are. They got that older style tag. They're women's. They're small. I believe I only gave a little over $1 for them. So hopefully I might be able to get in the mid-20s, maybe even a little bit more for those. Now, this was probably the buy of the day. It does have some damage on the back. It looks like somebody tipped over their bike and gotten a little bit of a tangle. But for $30, I'm super good with that. She did come down on the price by $10, so I was super happy with that, especially with the condition of the jacket not being great or excellent, but just kind of being good. But I'm good with that. Harley Davidson jackets sell for me, and typically you have to pay up for them, but leather is just leather. It's durable. It lasts the test of time. So speaking of motorcycles, this is a little bit different style. This is a Fox Racing trucker jacket. It's got a few little small distress areas, a little bit of color fade, and some of the buttons are a little scratched up. Some of the paint's been knocked off of them, but Fox Racing does good. And what I'm really going for on this is the style. These trucker jackets in a lot of different brands do well for me, from Levi's to Wrangler to Fox Racing to you name it. I've sold a lot of different brands in the trucker style. It's just hot. Denim jackets are stylish and they are cool and hot. And so this guy here I also picked up for just a little over $1 from the garage sale where I sourced most of this stuff today. This is Carhartt's little stepbrother, Dickies. I never make much off of Dickies, and I don't usually buy it unless I can get it for nothing. But I actually sold this jacket last winter in a slightly lighter colorway, and I think it went for like 25, 28 bucks, and I only paid a couple dollars for it. So if I can sell this guy for $27, $30, I'll be happy. It is duck canvas. I'll just use good descriptive words and good words in the title. So my business partner, my good friend Jeremy, sold me this just for $1. It's a Carhartt Pearl Snap. It's denim. It's part of that Canadian tuxedo or whatever they call it. But yeah, Carhartt, can't beat it. So this guy here probably get me mid-20s, maybe even upper 20s. And I seen it and couldn't believe he was just good enough to sell it to me for $1. But my buddy Jeremy's not the biggest guy into clothing, so he lets a lot of that stuff go for pretty cheap, as do a lot of my reseller friends. Now, these here I would have passed on normally. These are just Gordini snow mitts. They are, however, in great shape. But what made these special, why I chose to buy them, is this material right here. This is an upgrade. Gore-Tex is just phenomenal. It's waterproof. It's kind of the standard when it comes to staying dry with apparel, whether it be hunting gear, rain jackets, snowboarding and ski wear. It is what you want to go after. So if you see boots with this on it, if you see a jacket that's made of Gore-Tex, regardless of the brand, look it up. It's probably worth something. So I should be able to get maybe somewhere in the 20s for those guys. And then bought a bunch of shirts for $1 a piece from that garage sale. Quite a few button-ups. There's a couple of them I actually didn't lay out. I think actually 2 or 3 of them I didn't lay out just on accident, but that's not a big deal. This KTM Racing I think is just a factory mechanic shirt. It's got a few scuffs on it, but for $1 I couldn't pass on it. That Volcom Thermal I'm going to keep for myself. And then one of my favorite brands, not that I would normally buy this in a thrift store because the thrift stores are too pricey on them, but for $1, you best believe I will source a cool button-up shirt. It's not something I'd want to pay up for. What I really love from Cool is their pants, their jackets, and I've sold some other cool stuff, but their button-ups are a little bit slow to sell. They will still sell. They're of great quality. There's just a lot of them out there. So for the right price, don't sleep on Cool. Just don't overpay for it. And then once again, bread and butter, Columbia fleece. Picked this up just for a couple dollars. Nothing that's going to make me a rich man, but Columbia outerwear sells well for me. This is a very clean piece. Not the best color, not the best size, but for a couple bucks, I was willing to make that investment and take that gamble. So a few of these items I just bought for myself. The batteries I need to fulfill a few smoke detectors that are running low around my house, as well as a gun safe that requires this 9-volt battery, and 9-volt batteries are expensive. I also picked up the cast iron key rack. I'm going to hang that inside of my mudroom or utility room. Tired of trying to find my keys. And then the Pyrex measuring cup I'll keep for myself. The Starbucks mug, this is one that I hadn't seen. I will still source Starbucks mugs when they're the tall style like this, but they got to have a lid. They got to be in clean condition. And so this one here is in pretty good shape. For a couple dollars, I figured I might be able to sell it for in the mid-20s. Ain't going to sell really fast. I'll have to do a little spit polish on it. But I'm always humble, and I always tell people the very first thing I sold on eBay was a brown M&M's peanut mug. So I still like to sell a few mugs here and there, but typically I do Fire King vintage mugs or something a little bit older that might be a little bit more valued and desired. But don't sleep on some of those mugs like that Starbucks makes. These here will just go on my wall. This one here will go in the bathroom. The kids will laugh at it when they come over to visit. I have a ton of license plates. My outside fence, as you've probably seen, as well as the outside exterior of my steps into my house, are covered with license plates. I've got so many I don't even know what to do with, but yeah, just a summer project, and I couldn't pass this up for the price. My buddy Jeremy hooked me up. And then this Cowboy Hardware Serape hoodie is brand new. I think I gave $1 for this at the first garage sale where I bought most of this haul from. That probably will go for 18, maybe 20 bucks, maybe a little less. It is a kid's unit, but it is new with tags. And then the last item was this Kawasaki factory puffer jacket. $2, couldn't pass on it. Some motocross geek will pay me some money for it. I'll be good with that. So that is it, my friends. Pretty decent haul for what I spent today. Really tickled to get into this many items for as little as I did with only going to a couple garage sales. It actually kept me from having to thrift today, which I'm glad because I've been spending a lot of money the last few weeks on thrifting. So thanks again to all those people who watch, who subscribe, and make comments. I'm grateful for you. As always, please reach out there, stab that like button for me, make a comment, or please subscribe.